And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Space Engineers. Oh, it's such a glorious view right there. I love it. So I've been working a little bit, doing a little bit of mining. I had to find some silver, so I had to go way out there to get some silver because I was completely out, and I needed reactor components. And there's quite a lot of silver goes into one of those. I had the gravel, but that'll pretty much tap me out on gravel. So I want, if I go over here, I'm not sure if I've shown this off or not, but I've got a little bit of a stone ejector right here. So this connector is actually stone ejector. So it has a priority 2, and it grabs stone. So when I bring up my mining drill, this thing grabs all the stone and ejects it. And for now, I want to turn that off. So throw out is off, because I'm going to need more gravel eventually. So I need to store some stuff up. So other things that I've done here, I added another cargo. I added one of the azimuth cargo containers, and it's glorious. So this is the vanilla large cargo container on a station or large ship grid, and it can hold 4 million liters. This beast here, 12 million liters. So yeah, I'm super stoked about that. So I've got both ores and ingots getting pulled into here. And as you can see, we're doing pretty good. We've got 3 million iron ingots, 3 million kilograms, rather, of iron ingots. And I've actually got some nickel processed, thank goodness. A little over 6,000 nickel. But now both my refineries are on, let's see, that's assembler. For some reason I can see one refinery in here, but I can't see both of them. Any thoughts onto why that is? I would very much appreciate it. This is the sped up one. This thing is processing silver at maximum speed here. Now, you might be asking, why all the reactor components? Well, I've been working on my station here, and if we follow this down, this is the final station. So I've got more of those wonderful cargoes ready to go, and I'm gonna have 4 more on this side. So I'm gonna have like a gap of 1 in between. I'm gonna have 4 more on that side. Lots and lots of storage for when we really start mining, and all of the processing and components that we're gonna do. We're gonna need some storage. So the reactor components are gonna go in over here, and lo and behold, we have 4 of the azimuth fusion reactors, and these puppies take 6,000 reactor components each. That's a lot. That's a lot of components. So that's let's see, 6, that's almost 9,000 silver to go into one of these puppies. So yeah, we need some, I want to get at least 1 up and running, and that way I can tear down the reactor that's in the wing of the ship there, which will give me like 2,000 reactor components. But I want this one to be up and running first. That way the grid is powered. Otherwise, I take that off, the whole grid loses power, the refineries stop, everything is sad. So I want to get this one up and running, and then once this one is running, then I'll be able to start migrating all of my stuff down to where I want it down here, and we'll be able to start maybe manufacturing some more good stuff. I actually ran out of silicon, so I'm completely out of silicon. So I might have to go out and venture out and see if there's any out here. I started, after I found the silver, I wanted to mark that, but I don't know where any silicon is, and it's kind of tough to fly somewhere. It's not really something I do on camera because it takes a while to get out there. Okay, so we're gonna plan out to make sure we have the space. And right now, yeah, we're running low on steel plate, amazingly enough. So I've got this level here as the next floor. So there's going to be a lot of headroom in here, a lot of room for connectors and conveyors. This is sort of, quote-unquote, the basement of the station. And it's going to be the, you know, the least interesting, because it's basically going to be power and storage. The one above this, the one above this is going to be refining. So I want to get that up and running, just so we can start getting some refineries. If we look at the refineries, I want to get a lot of these advanced refineries. We're going to have a ton of these, and these actually require alloy plate, which, you know, we could actually make. While I was out mining, I actually found, if we look at production and look at alloy plate here, alloy plate is iron, gold, and platinum, and I actually found some platinum. If we go in here and look, so there's some gold. I got lots of gold ready to go. I went out to another asteroid and found that, and platinum, we actually got some of that ready to go. Not sure what the ratio is when we start refining it, but we'll be able to start getting some alloy plate. And what is the ratio there? See, it's just 0.8 platinum and 0.03 gold a piece. Lots and lots of iron, but again, we have 3 million iron, so I'm not too concerned with the iron. We got ample amounts of iron. And then once we get the refining system up and running, then I'll move to get all my ores down here instead. So for now, I want to start getting this platform ready to go to this new level. And we're going to need so many steel plates just to build this thing, let alone weld it up. And I think what I want to do is get the structure in place, get the bare minimum of welding up and running, and then work on getting everything finalized. But I want to get my refining floor here ready to go. I'm not sure how much power those advanced refineries are going to take. That's why I want a massive reactor ready to go. And then once we have a good refining system up and running, because I'm going to upgrade those refineries as well, we're going to add some super awesome assemblers, and we're going to be able to pretty much own space at that point. I want to get to a point in the game where I am able to really build anything that I think of, and the first order of business will be getting that mining ship back to a welding ship, so that way I'll be able to load it up with components, come out here and just weld up things a little bit faster than running them, you know, manually one by one. Okay, so over here, I just want to get this framed up, and yes, it's not the most glorious design in the world, but we'll have a little bit more creative freedom up above. We'll have little platforms for ships to come in and dock and all that kind of stuff, and we'll be able to connect it all with conveyors and really flesh it out that way. So if that is the first floor, we're going to want some sort of second floor here. So how big are these refineries? That will really dictate how tall my floor is going to be. So let's build out a little bit. I'm thinking they're going to be massively large. So let's do refinery, advanced refinery. Yeah, They're not small, that's for darn sure. And they have looks like 8. Ooh, they have even more ports on them. Look at that. So what's the good design? I have ports on the back, ports on the basically the top and the bottom. And then I have the refining, I have the connections. So I want to put these basically on their side, and we're going to load in on the top. So what is the size of these? These are what looks to be 4 by 3. And then we need, how do I want to do that? Yeah, I think we're going to stack them too high. And they are, how tall are they? 3 tall. So we need at least clearance of, so we need, that's 6. We need at least 7 blocks clearance. Yeah, 7 blocks clearance sounds like it would work. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a monster-sized room. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So glad we don't have to deal with structural integrity, because we're in space. Yay. Now for this one, I think that'll work, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just biding my time for those reactor components to get done. And then we'll be able to save up a little bit of silver for the next round, for the next 6,000 reactor components. Oh, brutal. Okay, so this one. So I'm gonna need some more silicon, probably some magnesium. No, maybe not. Magnesium is usually used for ammo, and I'm not doing a whole lot right now with ammo. Alright. So this is going to be the refining floor, which is another, floor that I probably won't visit all that often. And then above this, or I could do it beside, I could, this is space, I could basically poke out and do an assembly room on the side and not have to go so high, and use this top level here as my kind of living quarters, so to speak. So I'm not going to place all of these on camera just because that's several hundred blocks. Oh, okay. I went a little too high on that one. That's okay. That's okay. Is that 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that is not high enough. Oh, I'm glad I caught that. That is my floor right here. I'm sure everybody on the internets were screaming at me, hey, that's only 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need the clearance on that 7th block, because that's where the conveyors, and I need that extra spot for modules. Okay, so this is the height of the floor. Now, one thing you can do, sort of ease your way in. Turn your dampeners off, and then just kind of float beside. It uses a lot less power. You can even do it facing it if you really want to. Just make sure you're sort of square with the world and not going to drift too far out. See, I'm going to drift down a little bit and in. Okay, so that is the floor, not the other one. So this is a lot of welding that has to be done. A lot of building too. There we go. Just don't move too fast, because if you bump into something, you might hurt yourself. So yeah, I'm definitely going to want a welding ship. We're going to need many, many thousands more steel plates. I have my assemblers in cooperative mode, so they are helping one another. Look at that, 1600. Oh, I want to put those back so I can grab the most amount. Let's see if we can't finish this guy off. It's gonna be close. I'd like to get him finished off on camera just to show it off. Let's go to control panel first. I already have ingot uranium 10 tier 1, and then use conveyor system is off on that fusion reactor. That is the one in my ship. Now the other one is incomplete. Once it is complete, I'll be able to rename it and set all the settings. And once those are set, then I can throw some uranium in one of those storages down there and actually be able to move it. Okay, we are 300. Just about 300 left. I think we might have it. Let's look at production. Oh, there's a few more in the production. Let's grab what we can. See if we can't finish this thing off. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. So, let's go in here. I'm going to put these back. And while these are finishing, I don't mind those finishing. I'm going to turn repeat mode on. Oh, no, let's turn repeat mode off until these are done. Because it'll just sit and repeat and consume all of my silver. Once these are done, I actually don't need all of those. Once that's done, I'm going to toggle repeat mode and then just put in 100 in here. And then my other assembler will start to build them. So we're just sharing the load between the two. Oh, before I forget, let's grab a little uranium. Oh, it's down here in my big. Okay, right in here. We're going to grab 10. Now, we should be able, azimuth fusion reactor, 1.2 gigawatts. It's a shame that's not 1.21. But anyway, this is the station azimuth fusion reactor, and this is going to be ingot / uranium priority 2. Let's do the number first. priority 2. And then use conveyor system is off. So now, if we go down here and put some uranium in one of these cargo holds, because they're not connected to that one, we should be able... And there it is. It is now powered. So, we now have 1.2 gigawatts burning in our system. So we got ample amounts of power, and we are still processing silver. Not sure. I started crafting steel plates. We got enough steel. We got enough iron. We got 3 million iron. And a steel plate is what? Negligible. 7 iron a piece. That's actually quite a lot of iron for each steel plate. And we're gonna produce thousands of them. So we're gonna need that iron. But now that that is up and running, oh, that makes me feel much more secure in our power systems. Of course, that's going to drain quite a lot out, and I might want to connect, while temporarily connect this system up to this system, and that'll help drain the ship of all the resources, put them all down here, and get them ready for moving and welding and all that kind of stuff. Because these systems are separated right now, and I want to connect, because I don't want to move, you know, millions of ore manually. I would rather not do that. Rather not. And then the assemblers. There's the assembler here, and there should be. Yeah, there's the advanced assembler. So there is an upgraded version of the assembler, which is awesome. Elevator. I'm sure we have elevators, a mod in here. Yep. Glass elevators. Elevator piston. Interesting. But yeah, here's elevators that go up to 9 blocks tall. So we can match the elevator if we wanted to use elevators in our system here. If not, we can use stairs and go, you know, the old-fashioned way. Because elevators can be kind of derpy, and I'd rather not have this derp out if I can help it. So yeah, this reactor is glorious. I love leaving them exposed so I can see them, and I can just come in here and walk around and ooh. I'm gonna put a catwalk thing right in here. That's why one of the reasons I left a space here for not only a catwalk but a conveyor underneath. Oh. This is like one of those puzzles. How do you get up on the top there when you can't climb like this? Well, you climb like this, and there you go. Gravity boots. All right. Well, that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.